Yeah, I want the camera.
No, he trying to light a cigar with a lighter.
Oh yeah, hey, that boss life, living that boss's life.
That's what we do. She want to put me on to it.
Yes, sir.
I'm out to snatch it one night, take you to Smoky Blues, show you what it is.
I went there for a few times, man. I like that spot. That's a nice little vibe, man.
Yeah, I'm mad I can't go see Andy Stone Friday.
And that'd be clutch right there.
I know.
Welcome back to Sundays with Izabrani. We had a few technical difficulties earlier, but rest assured we are back. We pretty much left off with micro cheating. You know, those small signs of cheating that lead to, you know, the bigger signs of cheating. You know, what we know is cheating today. And you know, we started off with you know, secretly messaging somebody, and we pretty much agreed that you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what you're doing.
Pretty much.
And so moving on to the next one on that list, meeting with someone without your partner knowing. I feel like that's one of those ones that need a little more context. Your birthday could be coming up. Your old lady could be meeting with one of your friends to try to plan a surprise birthday party for you. And, you know, you can't know about that. It's a surprise birthday party. So I feel like that one do need a little more context, but I do get what they're saying. If you meet somebody behind my back, on, you know, on some romantic stuff, I feel like that's cheating.
Rewind it back for a second before we get into that, bro. We need the female perspective on the mental disorder thing. Answer that question.
Is cheating a mental disorder?
Yeah.
Oh, there she go.
So
there she is. What's going on? So yes, let me ask you: is and welcome back, fam. Welcome back, fam. Is cheating a mental disorder? So I'm gonna elaborate real quick. You know, a lot of times when people are single, you know, that's when you hear them say, I'm focusing on myself, I'm chilling. All I do is work and go home. I just be chilling out the house watching movies. You know what I'm saying? I might go out every once in a while, but I really stay to myself. Then they get into the relationship. And, you know, that's when they start doing the most. You can really do the most when you're single. That's my opinion. Like when you're single, you answer to nobody. It's your time. Do what you want to do. And then when you get into that relationship, you have to consider the other person. So I feel like when you get into a relationship and you start stepping out and doing all these things that you could have done when you were single, I feel like that's a mental thing. Something triggers in your mind to say, this is okay to do. And I feel like that's a disorder.
Okay, so elaborate. When you say going and doing these things, what are you talking about? Because
you know, just
the ring goes on this, I'm still free to do whatever I please.
And I've heard that before. I've heard that, you know, you're single until you're married. So I've heard that saying before where, you know, just because, you know, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, there's still this room, this gray area of I'm still free, you're still free. There's no real unity. I'm still free, you're still free. Until we make a pact under God, we're still our own individuals. So that's a fair statement to make, but you know, isn't
go to Asheville this weekend and you're telling me that you don't want to go. I'm supposed to stay here. Goodbye. Have a great day.
That's true. That's very true.
So, like, what type of things do you mean? Because I'm not
I got you.
around waiting on you to do things when I can do them for myself.
Okay. So just things that, like I said, you're stepping out of the relationship. You're doing things with other people. So like things that you can do for yourself versus things you're doing with other people. In that sense of those things.
Like,
you know, you're in this relationship. Stepping out obviously isn't the thing to do. When, you know, if you're single, you can step out, do what you got to do, come back home.
Like when you say do things with other people, because I have a rack of homeboys. I grew up with the boys. So what do you mean? Because if me hanging with homeboys offends you or threatens you, we don't need to be in this relationship. You need to rethink your whole life process. Or you get into
that's true
with someone else.
So I guess I'd say things, you know, romantical things. You know, obviously platonic things, whatever, but romantic.
Whatever you agree to. Like if you want to say this is a relationship and both of y'all agree that this is what y'all are doing, then this is what y'all are doing. Like,
that's true.
Me and him were both dating other people before we officially, so it was not a secret. We both knew. So it's just whatever you agree to is what you agree to.
That's it. Okay.
So that goes back what I was saying, bro. In the beginning, I said, you grown. You're going to do what the hell you want to do anyways.
Right.
Boy, that's it. We adults. Like you know right from wrong. You know what you're capable of, and you know what the next person's possibly capable of, and looking at all those factors, you know, you still have a choice to make. Am I gonna move this way or am I gonna move that way?
And then females know too, like you kind of know who you dealing with, so it's really up to you to set those boundaries so that you're not stuck in a situation where all your eggs is in the basket where you knew he was gonna drop.
That's it. That's facts. Yeah, I agree. So now that's been knocked out the way, now that we kind of crack that egg open, let's cook. And like I said, we kind of knocked out the first two. These are things that, like I said, some people consider micro cheating, and some people just consider, hey, it is what it is. Charge it to the game. It ain't got physical yet, right? So the first two topics were secretly messaging someone. Do you feel like secretly messaging someone is considered micro cheating or cheating? Like when you haven't told your significant other about this person, like, oh, you ain't came to them and said, "This my friend. This somebody I went to high school with. This somebody I used to talk to." Like you ain't told them nothing about this person, but you have a consistent verbal relationship with this person, if you will. It's just verbal. You're messaging them, texting them, whatever. It's just verbal, talking on the phone. Do you feel like that's cheating? And I'll let you start, fam. You've been quiet over there.
Yes.
That's cheating. Okay.
Yes.
Why?
What is it a setup for your next move? What are you communicating with that person for? That's my whole thing. If you're in a relationship, you would think you would be spending time to understand and live life with that person. So the fact that you texting somebody else behind their back, that shows disconnection. So
Right.
yes, I think
And
it's micro cheating.
okay. And that kind of goes back to what your wife was saying earlier, D. Like, until you put a ring on that finger, understandable, valid. But isn't the boyfriend, girlfriend, isn't the talking phase, isn't that the practice that leads us up to that? Don't we got to practice before we start the game, right? We got to practice before we play the game. And I feel like that boyfriend and girlfriend stage should be taken seriously, especially when you want to take it to the next level. Now, if what y'all got established is established, completely different ball game. But when you think about the general public and just people that want to have a relationship, how you start is how you ultimately are going to finish. I think. I know some people say it ain't how you start, it's how you finish, but a lot of times how you start, it is how you finish. So when you build that relationship on things that you normally wouldn't agree to, it's probably not going to go your way in the long run. If it's not something that you have established or something all have both agreed to, it's probably not going to last that long. So I feel like that boyfriend girlfriend stage is good practice. So going back to what you said, fam, my issue is I don't know this person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could be plotting your next move. You could be keeping your options open. My bigger issue is I don't even know the guy exists, or she don't even know the girl exists. Coming from a female perspective, that's my biggest issue. My biggest issue is the secretly, because now if I know the guy exists, now I can kind of develop some intention. I can get to know his character. I can see what he about. If I don't even know the guy exists, I might as well be investigating Casper the Friendly Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I'm chasing ghosts. I'm chasing waterfall.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, I said earlier, the thing is what intent. And what is your intention? Is she somebody you with, or is she just somebody to with? You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Because when you have intentions of what you're gonna do with this person, like well, I just want her to get money out of her. She got a nice house, da 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 da. Do you see yourself with this person down the line? What are you looking for in a relationship? Or are you trying to be in a relationship?
Exactly.
Have you made it clear to her what you're doing? Because women gonna always come with their words. So what we doing? So what is this? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So you have to make it clear of what it is. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, when you make it clear what it is, after y'all done had those sexual connections, that clarity goes away. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't what we discussed. So you have to know your woman. You got to know your crowd. You know who you with. Because,
there it is.
when you don't seen a woman that you like, damn, she bad, but I can't go there with her. I know she gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You already kind of know who you can with like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you be like, she cool as a friend, but I know if I stick in her,
Over with.
get rid of her. Some
Over with.
females probably,
Your life done turned into a Lifetime movie network.
And we do.
you know, men never thought about this. Some females look at us that way. Like, you have to understand to a woman a lot of times or a man, the person that treats you the best is the you don't want. You know what I'm saying? That person that treats
God dang.
you the best,
That's a hard pill
you
to
don't want
swallow.
them though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Jesus Christ.
it's crazy, bro.
He was talking about keeping it secret. So first of all, if you're in a relationship, that's already deception. If you gotta lie about it, you shouldn't be doing it. Second of all, I want to circle back to you said you don't know about them. If you knew about them, like, would it make a difference? Because she can cheat with somebody. She can cheat with your brother. She can cheat with your pastor. Like,
Boy,
like it don't matter. If she gonna do it, she gonna do it. If he gonna do it, he gonna do it.
Knowing about it is the biggest trick in the book. That's the reverse
that's true.
part.
Knowing about it gives you that fake comfort, that fake reassurance.
That's just because they don't give about it. Like, I don't care if you know what and what you gonna do.
You got to know your woman or know your man when it comes to that. When it goes into that realm, you know their actions, you know their routine, you know how they move. So if you know your woman get off work and she jump right in the shower, you know that's what she do. But if you got a woman who you know that be tired, get out of work, lay in the bed, let you rub her feet, but she just stop doing that and just start coming home and jumping right in the shower, hey, she might be, hey, she changed. You got to know when your woman changed her nails, makeup, hair, perfume. You got to know that. And a man got to know her woman too. I mean, her man too. Because when them little things make a difference, when they start making them little changes, that's when you know the
preach, boy, preach.
That's something else now.
That boy dropping them down. Chris Paul over here dropping down.
Man, look, man. Before years old Friday, man. Shit, I ain't old, but nigga,
I'm seasoned.
Seasoned. Ready.
Seasoned. So, okay. That knock out the secretly messaging someone. What about so we touched on meeting with someone without your partner knowing. Like I said, that need more context. You said your birthday coming up, right? I know this because I know this. We ain't gonna talk about how I know this, but I know your birthday coming up. Your old lady could say, okay, we've been married for this long, but he been best friends with his best friend for this long. If anybody know him, it's his best friend. It's his homeboy. I need to get with his homeboy. We need to spend about 4 hours, 5 hours together. We need to get this party together, but we can't tell him. So for me, like I said, I feel like they need more context. Now I get where they were going with it. Everything on this list is romantically involved. Nothing on this list is a platonic friendship. That's why it's micro cheating. So everything on this list, you have to assume romance is involved. But like I said, that one needed more context for me. But obviously, if you meet with someone without your partner knowing, and it's on some sneaky links, that's a problem. Because I let you go again on that one.
It goes without saying. There's nothing to really elaborate on.
Cut and dry. Huh?
Cut and dry. I mean, because again, that's like you secretly messaging them. Now you sneaky linking. That's sneaky linking, right?
Yes.
When we talk about a romantic level,
that person's lying.
And the history, though, bruh. The history of them two people, like, the intentions might have been good. How many times we done had good intentions on doing something good, but they went left?
Man.
So them getting,
trying to tell you every single time.
Their intentions might have been good, but their history, you might have started drinking a little champagne, a little wine, tripping, think about old times and shit.
One thing led to another.
Listen, it's never one thing led to another.
So I was
gonna be killing me with the BS.
Look, go ahead and preach to him. Go ahead and preach to him. Go ahead and preach to him.
If you're gonna do what you want to do it and stop. Don't blame it on the alcohol. I don't know what happened.
Like, all right, Jamie Foxx.
Whether you in a medicine-induced state or not, your body responds in the way that you want it to.
You know what?
That's it.
Absolutely right. But at the same time, that alcohol give you that courage to do the shit that you couldn't do when you were sober. the shit to say to that person. You know, that's just like any sedative. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel good. You feeling mighty
confident.
You got them. I'm finna say to you what I couldn't say to you before.
And then I'm
liquid courage, man. That liquid courage.
As a grown woman, I ain't gonna respect it. Because why you
that is
liquid courage to say what you need to say as a grown ass man.
But most women,
that is
most women take what they
and
can get.
And I be so sick of them because listen.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people would be like, one thing led to another. I just wasn't thinking and blah,
Mm-hmm.
You got to know your limits with that liquor. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You got to know your limits.
A woman can set something up real quick. So I got to get him. He about to marry this too. Oh man, I got to get him over here because I got to make him change his mind somehow. And she get him in that state, that liquidated state, because she already know he got feelings for me still. Anyway, I know he do. I know I can use to make him do things. I still probably can do that, and just like get on that liquid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that type of person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I say when I'm sober, I say when I'm. It's just but that's not everybody though. Everybody ain't built like that.
Everybody ain't built
Some people
like that,
waiting
right?
for that opportunity to be in that state to make that to use that as an excuse.
Yeah, you get what you get with me.
Boy, you get what you give. Not all the time, but
yeah,
you get what you give. But you definitely get what you get. If you see the signs and you know what you're signing up for, oh yeah, you get what you get.
Yeah, you get what you get.
And the same way you got him or her, that's the way you're gonna lose him or her.
That's it. So moving on to number 3 on that list, and just a reminder to our viewers out there, I will have this list, popped up on the screen every now and then, just so you guys can kind of see where we are and paint your own opinions. I love engagement. Leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe. You know what time it is. Number 3, this is a very big one. Now, would I consider it cheating to another person? Complaining about your partner to another person. Do I feel like that's cheating? Not necessarily. However, it is a step in that direction because that's venting. That's a shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to cry on. It's gonna tell you what you want to hear. A female gonna tell you what you want to hear. Like, oh, you a good man. Like, she shouldn't be treating you like that. Oh man, then he tired, man. Go ahead, leave that. Gonna tell you what you want to hear. So I agree, but most of me don't agree. Fam, how you feel about that one? Complaining to somebody else about your partner. I try to keep it in house. I'm gonna complain to you about you.
I'll let the experience the OGs talk.
Okay, OGs.
Like that is unforgivable because at this point you trust her more than you trust me.
I disagree.
That's why I say like it ain't cheating, but it's it's definitely
like
it hurts.
Yeah, that's a part of intimacy because you giving them the ammo that they need to sweep. Like, don't do that, and then they not getting ready to tell you anything to help you fix the problem. They getting ready to go against everything
They're telling you what you want to hear.
Like,
they're telling you the sweet
you
nothing.
just need somebody to ain't nobody getting your you and that's why you going to them so you can get the thumbs up. Nah, bro. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. You like it or not, you can tell me what you got to say, whether I like it or not, and we need to come to a common ground.
OG, what say you?
I love it, man. I'm
That's it, man.
I'm gonna agree to disagree, and this is the reason why. It all depends on the person and the other person. Me as a friend.
No, we said it's not in the friend realm.
Me as myself. I mean, me as myself. I'm not gonna vent to nobody who I know I still have attractions to tell them some so they can rebuttal some or tell me some they've been wanting to tell me. I'm
try to reel you back in.
So I'm gonna talk to somebody like my best friend, my brother. Me and him talk about everything. Sometimes you can't talk to the person that you went. That's why people get counseling. You know what I'm saying? Because the person that you with just want to be right and get their point across, and you want to be right and get your point across, or you want to be heard and they want to be heard. So ain't nothing coming from that. That's fire, and fire ain't gonna happen. You have to have a neutral party to be like, I understand what you're saying. Not somebody taking your side, but listening, having a good conversation, giving some adamant feedback without taking sides. Depends on the person, who the person is. If you chose to vent to that person, your intentions already led to you what you want that person to know. Because you know that person's going to agree with you about anything. What I say, she's not listening. It has to be a neutral party. Somebody that's responding to you with good adamant feedback, but it's not taking sides. And the second thing is, you need to be present with your mate, with that person. Not like they counseling you, because they ain't no certified counselor. They just listening to both parties' sides and giving adamant feedback.